Hello everybody, I'm John Cohn. I'm from IBM. I'm an old weird guy who I've been working for IBM for 32 years. I can't believe it. But I have a message for you. I'm really excited to be here at ULACIT talking to people about an experience that I had around engineering and science. I love engineering and science. I'm a real nerd and I'm very proud of it. But one of the things I'm thinking about as I'm traveling through Latin America is one of the things that's made it really fun for me. I've had a great career and I've spent a lot of it playing with science and engineering. I love it. I even have a title. I'm called the Distinguished Agitator. And somebody yesterday, when we were in Colombia, asked me why was I called that. And I started thinking about it, and it was because I knew when to push back. And I know that sounds bad, but I found out that it's not always the right thing to do everything you're told. So I found that sometimes, people think engineering, science, math, it's boring. It's only boring if you just do the answer in the book. But if you actually find stuff in your life, whether it's science or anything else, you got to make it your own. You got to figure out how to take it and run with it and not just wait to be told what to do. Sometimes people say, hey, don't do that, that's not interesting, etc. If you know in your heart that it's something that's really fun, you got to push through it. Even if it's a teacher saying don't do it, or a parent, you got to be respectful, but you got to follow what your heart says. And if you keep doing that, and you'll keep reinventing yourself, and you'll keep having fun. And for me, that fun comes from being a nerd, but whatever it is for you. So I think that's my message of the day. Don't do everything you're told. I started working 32 years ago up in Burlington, Vermont. I love it, it's beautiful there. And I remember my first day of work, there was some old guy at the front of the building saying, sitting there talking to all the people I hired and going, when I was your age, and I didn't even listen to what he said. So somebody asked me the other day, if, now that I'm that old guy, what would I have said? What would I wish that guy had said to me? I thought, what is the most important lesson that I learned in 32 years? And the thing that I actually came up with was that I wish that I had played more. That's not even that I wish that I had played more. I'm glad that I played as much as I did. So a lot of times they tell you in school, you gotta work really hard so you can play later, or work so you can get the right degree, so you can marry the right person, so you can get the right job, so you can what? It's really all about playing. So I mean that not like you should goof off, but your work should have some amount of play in it, because if your work doesn't have play in it, it's just work, and that's not very fun. But I wish somebody had told me not to worry so much, and I wish that they had reminded me to play all the time, because I've had to discover that message and rediscover it a whole bunch. So I hope you are listening to me. Play more, okay? Promise.